I've had messages in time where things happen and I didn't get it until years later. And it was put there as a message in time so I could connect the dot later.
How did it come to you?
Just like weird stories, man. Like,
They won't be weird to me.
people would come looking for me, walk around the projects. I need to find Prodigy. I need to talk to Prodigy. I got a message for him. And at the time, I was like, what? And my friends would tell me, yeah, somebody was walking around the whole hood looking for you. White dude, looked like Jesus Christ. I'm like, what is y'all talking about? And he had knocked on Havoc's door. And my partner, Havoc's brother was there. Opened the door for him, pulled a gun out on him. Like, what you looking for P for? What's up? He's like, oh, no, I have a message for him.
Could you share that message in terms of, did you get your purpose?
It was just, to let me know that what I'm doing is right with the music and who I am, you know what I mean? I've been here before. This ain't my first time living on this planet. They've said I've been here for many thousands of years. And they're gonna heal me. And I was healed, you know what I mean? But it wasn't nobody healing me. They just give me the tools to be healed and let me know you're doing the right thing. And if you keep doing that, you're not gonna get sick anymore. And you're gonna be able to do your job, which is your purpose here on this earth, you know what I mean? It's just stuff like that that kind of trips me out because I'm not even that type of person to believe in stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the is you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Greetings and welcome to Ancient Library. This is Lost Files episode 3, the Mobb Deep UFO connection. In this quick video I'm covering the UFO sighting Prodigy, a member of the legendary hip-hop duo Mobb Deep, has confessed in one of his last interviews, recorded in 2016 or 17. Prodigy died in June 2017. The cause of his early death at only 42 years old was a blood disorder called sickle cell anemia. This disease is a lifelong thing and there's no real cure out there as of yet. People suffer from birth to death, which is reached fairly quickly. 40 years is the life expectancy for people like Prodigy who are diagnosed with the worst SS type. The symptoms are random episodes of excruciating pain, the blood cells getting malnourished and change their shape to a sickle, which causes the blood flow to stagger, and leads the blood cells to stick with each other, causing extraordinary pain, weakness and immobility. To name a few of the symptoms. Not to mention the mental and psychological suffering created by this permanent lasting disease. Very humbling stuff. So if you listening are living your life without any real problems considering medical conditions, do not take it for granted. It's not a normal thing necessarily. And some people's lives are shaped through permanent pain and suffering, from the cradle to the grave. So, as far as I know, he never revealed his condition in public until very late in his life. If you combine this with tons of lyrics and good music he and Havoc, the other member of Mobb Deep, also the main producer, created, it all makes more sense and creates a new level of deepness to his music. So in this interview, which was recorded not long ago before Prodigy died, he confesses many wild things and I don't see any reason for him to make this up. But let's take a look at the next clip, the actual UFO encounter.
I started asking God, once I started coming to the realization that there is a God, like, am I supposed to believe this? I'm supposed to believe this when I'm learning and what I'm being told? If I'm supposed to believe this, man, show me something. Give me a sign, show me something. And I was shown many things.
I'm sure.
Give me a witness now. And then I was able to have a witness. You know what I'm saying? Which was the mother of my kids. She witnessed something incredible with me, you know what I mean? That happened. And what we saw scared the shit out of us. I was asking to see a UFO, basically. And it came over my house. Just started shining lights in our bedroom. You know what I mean? The whole neighborhood blacked out at first. And I looked out the window, looked down the block, and I seen all the power was out. First it was a white light. I thought it was a police helicopter looking for somebody outside. And then all these colored lights just started coming in the room, and it was dead quiet. And the lights was changing like many colors, like. And it was pretty significant, man. It was like undeniable. And it became because I was asking for it to come.
So you're on another wavelength. Wow. So you have had this physical pain, emotional pain. You discussed earlier your mental pain. And so maybe you were given this life at birth of pain so that you could feel the pain and work through it and elevate others.
Right.
It's almost like that whole quip of healer, heal thyself. And then you have the message to give.
Right.
So this was the UFO-related part of the interview. The full interview, which got a total duration of 22 minutes and 30 seconds, is linked in the description. So at first I want to say, when I watched this interview for the first time, I wasn't expecting anything UFO or high strangeness related. Especially no witness account from Prodigy himself about seeing a UFO with his girlfriend at the time. And of course, this is no real scientific report of a case involving declassified documents or evidence analysis. Just his confession, which we can't back up with anything considered empirical. But if we look at Prodigy's character and the way he carries himself, it's not expected for this guy to come out and talk lies for attention or whatever low-frequency motive on a format on which he literally pours out his heart and talks about very deep personal experiences. If you watch the full interview, you're gonna see what I mean. He's not that UFO guy. To address the intro clip of the conversation in which he talks about a Jesus-looking white dude who approaches his friends with a message is not a thing Prodigy would admit if it's not truthful, but that's just my opinion. It could be a drugged-out New Yorker who's tripping too hard while listening to Mobb Deep tracks. It's getting more interesting with the actual UFO sighting, which seemingly occurred later in time. And it sounds very bizarre. It sounds like a very bizarre account, because it's located in such a highly populated area like New York City, central New York City. Unfortunately, we got any dates or concrete locations of the incident to corroborate the event, but it's safe to say Prodigy died not long after this. Depending on the recording date, I would say between 6 and 14 months later. It's safe to say that Prodigy lived a unique life and reached millions of people with his now considered even more real lyrics, paired with excellent productions from Havoc and his lyrics as well. Timeless art in form of music. So, to close this out, I want to add a few more thoughts and a third clip serving as the outro for the special Lost Files episode. I personally think it's fascinating how many of such witness accounts exist from so many people who are clearly not connected to the UFO subject in any way, at least until they got their sighting or contact. Some of Mobb Deep's CDs are in my all-time greatest selection for more than 15 years, so I knew about Havoc and Prodigy for many years before I heard about Prodigy's UFO account. So this was a very crazy revelation for someone who's very curious about the matter and questions forming ufology in general, and I think cases like this one are creating even more wonder in this already so confusing landscape with all kinds of people involved, even people you never would expect to see here ever. So this was my quick report on the Mobb Deep UFO connection, or more precise, the Prodigy UFO witness account. Did you enjoy this type of format, or do you got any thoughts on Prodigy's sighting or other things discussed in the interview? Let me know down below. So, thanks for watching, and all the best.
Who are you?
I'm somebody that's very blessed, man, you know, and I want to share the blessings with others.
You obviously are a very strong individual, powerful to sustain this sickle cell. That does kill people? Okay.
You're not supposed to live past 40.
Okay, and you're
That's what
how
they
old?
say. 42.
What about for the rest of your life? What about overcoming their statistic? You're supposed to be dead at 40. You already overcome that. You already overcome that. Pain seems like maybe it's one of your life lessons this time. One of them, pain.
I look at pain as my friend. Pain is like somebody that's just gonna always be there. And, you know, we learn from each other. You know what I mean?
So you found the good in it.
Yeah.